Hello and welcome to Business Point here on Global Television. We're live in the nation's capital, Abuja. Now, today we'll be discussing entrepreneurship, but before then, let's take a look at some business news. Naira fell against the United States dollar at both the authorized and unauthorized markets on Monday. Data published by FMDQ and parallel market traders showed. Now, according to the data, the domestic currency closed at 1,348 naira per dollars at the official window on Monday. The rate represents a 528.1 or 51.1% depreciation from the 891.90 rate recorded in the previous session last Friday. The Naira experienced an intraday high of 701.0 Naira and a low of 1,414.94 Naira before it finally closed at 1,348 Naira on Monday amidst soaring demand for the greenback. Now, within the business period, $64.3 million was recorded as foreign exchange turnover at the official market. Now let's turn to Kike Kiri for more business report.
Hello and welcome to Business Report on Global Morning. The African Continental Free Trade Area, which aims at accelerating intra-African trade and boosting the continent's trading position in the global market, has a new challenge to contend with: the exit of three countries from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The agreement establishing the area was signed in March 2019, and trading under the AfCFTA regime commenced on January 1, 2021. Economic analysts have said the exit of the Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso from ECOWAS, a regional economic bloc, would have negative implications for countries and Africa as a whole. ECOWAS is a regional political and economic union of 15 countries located in West Africa. It is considered one of the four-pillar regional blocs of the continent-wide African Economic Community. The goal of ECOWAS is to achieve collective self-sufficiency for its member states by creating a single large trade bloc by building a full economic and trading union. The pullout of these countries will further worsen the problem of economic fragmentation. It also could negatively impact current efforts to collectively tackle issues of terrorism, insurgency, banditry, and kidnapping in the sub-region and continent. The AfCFTA aims to create a single market for goods and services and a liberalized market for goods and services to enhance the movement of capital and natural persons. It is also to aid the movement of goods and services across the African continent without restriction. According to data from International Trade Center, the value of Nigerian imports to Niger rose to $33.4 million in 2022 from $25.7 million in 2021. To Mali, it declined to $166,000 from $180,000, and to Burkina Faso, it increased to $40,000 from $6,000. Seplat Energy plc, a key player in Nigerian oil and gas, stands as the precipice of a significant milestone of achieving a share price of 3,500 naira. The company has experienced an early uptrend in its share price this year. As of the close of trading on Friday, January 26, 2024, Seplat's stock closed at 3,074 naira, marking a 33.10% year-to-date gain. This performance ranked as its 37th top performer on the NGX in terms of share price performance, and the sixth most valuable stock on the NGX with a market capitalization of 1.81 trillion naira, which is about 3.24% of the Nigerian Stock Exchange market equity. Considering the historical trend of Seplat share, the bullish trend in the broad market throughout 2023, and the prevailing bullish condition in 2024, there is a growing sense of optimism regarding the sustainability of Seplat share price surge and reaching 3,500 naira. Kike Lomo Okere, Global Television News.
Many thanks for staying with us. Now, if you've just joined us, this is Business Point live on Global TV in the nation's capital, Abuja. Now, entrepreneurship plays a pivotal role in fostering economic growth, and Nigeria is no exception. The nation's entrepreneurial spirit is vibrant, with a growing number of individuals taking the leap into starting their own businesses. Today on the program, we will delve into the state of entrepreneurship in Nigeria, highlighting its contributions, challenges, opportunities, and the role of the government. Joining me on the program to unravel the state of entrepreneurship in Nigeria is Mr. Tolu Oladede, who is an entrepreneur and an analyst. Many thanks for joining me on the program.
You're welcome.
It's such a pleasure to have you.
I'm happy to be here also.
We're glad to have you. Now, make me understand from the point of an entrepreneur what it involves, what it entails. What does it mean to be an entrepreneur? You know, I would think that when it comes to, when I hear entrepreneur or entrepreneurship, I usually just think it has to do with buying and selling, and then. But I know that there's a whole lot involved. Now, from the standpoint of an entrepreneur who has been in this for quite a number of time now.
Yes.
What does it entail? Or let me put it this way, who is an entrepreneur?
Thank you. Entrepreneur is far beyond what we think. And it's far beyond our university studies. It's far beyond what we read in book. It's practical. Entrepreneur is a person that started from nothing. Entrepreneur is someone that comes from nothing to something in business. Before you can call yourself an entrepreneur, you can't just get money somewhere and start business big and you call yourself an entrepreneur. No. Even Dangote, according to the story we heard, Oprah Winfrey, all of them, they didn't start big. They started small, very meager. So an entrepreneur is a person who started from nothing to something, according to my own definition, because it's something that has been working for me. Because if you say you want to know an entrepreneur will be mentioning names, Tedola, Dangote, and Co. and so. No, they are big business people. So an entrepreneur is someone that started from scratch. Maybe you started from selling pure water to a distributor to pure water, from a distributor to pure water, you have drinks, from there you grow. So we can call that person an entrepreneur.
Oh, so does that mean that if I have a huge sum of money, if I have a large sum of money, I can't be an entrepreneur? Do I have to start small? Do I now have to?
Definitely you have to start small, because if you have huge amount of money and you venture into business that you don't really know more about, you don't have much experience in it.
Okay, so now the experience
the
comes
money,
in.
Yes, the money withdrawn, the money will blow up. It has happened to so many of our retirees. They will take gratuity from there. My son, I want to start this business, this. I have so amount of millions of naira to start with. I will not lie to you, they will start. They will function for like 3 to 6 months. They will not function for a year. The thing will fall up. Because they don't have the experience, they didn't grow it from scratch. They jumped into it. Yeah. Okay. So business, if you have a big, huge amount of money, for you to invest it in a business, I will advise you to start small. Keep the rest, start small. You must suffer. When you suffer for it,
really,
you will know how to keep it.
Do I really have to suffer?
Yes, you have to sweat.
Oh, I have to sweat.
Yes.
How about having this money, having this huge amount of money, I want to venture into a business and, gaining experience, maybe going for courses, going for classes. I believe that's why we have quite a number of courses and classes for whatever businesses you want to venture into as an entrepreneur. Why do I still have to, start small? And I'm just talking from the standpoint of maybe retirees and people who have this bulk money and want to venture into business. Not everybody will want to start from pure water selling.
Yeah, depending on what you want to do.
Depending on what
some people want to do a car business. A car business does not require little amount of money.
Exactly.
It requires huge capital. Real estate requires huge capital. And sometimes real estate, I used to tell people, real estate does not require money to start it. So depending on which side you're coming from. If you have huge amount of money, you want to, let me see, I must survive. This is how we see some filling stations, they will just come, boom. 1 year, they will sell fuel. There is someone behind pumping money, but there is no adequate accountability for that filling station to survive. Before you know, you will get to understand that they are not making profit, they go off. So most of filling stations you see that is not functioning is a result of, I have money, I want to go into oil business. They did not start from scratch. They just take little knowledge. You can go for seminar, you can go for training, you can equip yourself. But I will not lie to you. After all those seminars, after all those training, you have to fine-tune it to physical. You have to bring it down to the table. This is what I learned in class. This is what they told me. They said, when I'm making money, I make 20,000 naira, I save maybe 200 naira inside. From saving 200 naira, you can grow to saving 1,000 naira in making 20,000, in the 20,000 naira you make. So, principle about what you heard is different from field, but it's applicable to each other. The knowledge you have, you make use of it. The knowledge I have, I seek knowledge everywhere, both seminar, both training. We just finished one seminar on Saturday, and it went well. It's all about wealth.
Now, away from experience and starting, aside having some of these experiences, we see a lot of people who start from scratch, but they're being frustrated, because of challenges and all of that. As an entrepreneur, can you highlight some of those challenges that, most entrepreneurs face, especially here in Africa and Nigeria? particularly?
Yeah, basically, there are a lot of challenges, but I will tell you little that I faced. Number one, most of us are not defined, we've not defined the definition of where we are going. You want to do a pure water business or a drink business, there will be side attraction. One of your friends will knock into your door, Alpha, and I see that they are selling what's close to drink, or you can, they are selling bread, and bread is also moving. You can, before you know, you will be distracted. You have to have a goal where you are going. You have to have focus. Now the major challenges is that is very popular for everyone is capital to start business. And I used to tell people, you don't need capital to start business. You don't need like huge amount of money to start business. Like one of our guest speakers said on Saturday, he said if you have 50,000 naira to start business, it's a huge amount of money. Even though things are expensive, it's huge amount of money. So you can start very small. When you start small, you grow. But major advice that I will advise people is know what you are doing. If you know what you are doing, you will go far. And the challenges it varies. Challenges that I will be facing in my business will be different from the one you'll be facing. Now, I'm into so many businesses. We face challenges of maybe the customers are not returning back the money. They are not paying back the money we loan them. They are not paying back on time. Basically, what we do is we go near them, we chastise them, we talk to them, we do everything to make sure we recover our money back. Even sometimes we even still give them money to make sure we bring back our money. That's one challenge. Then the other challenge, apart from money, apart from you are looking for capital to start, you are looking for, major problem is capital to start. But I will tell anybody that is watching me, that is looking at me now, capital is not the number one thing. Know where you are going is number one thing. When you know where you are going, you forge ahead in life. You don't need capital to come first in everything you want to do. So the major challenges for all Africans now presently is money. Then information will be the second. We are lack of information. Information is key in business. Information is money. You want to sell your car. Oh, if you didn't tell someone that tells me that you want to sell your car, maybe you are selling at the rate of maybe 1.5 million naira. And the vehicle worth like 2 million naira. So the information you pass through to that person that passed through to me is very key. It will fetch me money. If I didn't get the information, I won't be able to. So information is most of our challenge. Most of our youth, they will not go for training, they will not go for seminars, they will not equip themselves. Education is by the way. I don't see education as a first thing. It can even be the challenges of making money, of making it in life, if you base all your life on, education. So the challenges majorly capital, but I will not say capital is number one thing, is the last thing, for lack of information and lack of goal. Mm-hmm. Lack of goal. Most people, they will start, they won't know where they're going. Like me, I set my goals according to my age. At this age, I must achieve this. At this age, I must achieve this. With God, all things are possible.
Now, as regards Nigeria,
all right.
We know that aside from some of these things you have mentioned are a bit more personal to the entrepreneur, capital, knowledge, and all that, and then goal and all that. But now, how has Nigeria's economy enabled entrepreneurship in Nigeria, enabled entrepreneurs,
all right. The previous regime, they gave little offer then. If you want to register a business name, I think it's 5,000 naira then, or 10,000 naira. I registered one. Then there was that leverage on you to start business with a corporate name. If you are doing a business without a corporate name, you have not yet started. So that's what the government have done for us. Now it's higher, but the leverage is not too much if you know what you are doing. The government have subsidized it. I think now, if you are registering a limited liability company, it's under 50,000 naira, which 1 million naira per capita, or per share per capita. Then the other one is 30K. The one I registered then, 5,000 naira. The previous administration, they gave us that leverage, and I make use of it. But after then, I've registered another one.
Now, we quite understand, we see some of the leverages that are being given to small businesses,
yes.
But despite that, we understand now that the economy is biting hard, especially for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
The challenges, some entrepreneurs, as now speaking from survey, after speaking with a lot of entrepreneurs, we know that the subsidy, the leverages given to businesses, subsidy removal
it's affected.
Yes, and all that. But now, how has Nigeria's economy, affected businesses, small businesses, especially in Nigeria? Now, as regards to what you do, coming from your point as an entrepreneur.
It affects us a little bit negatively because, increase in fuel, increase in dollar. Most of all things we do in Nigeria basically are from outside Nigeria. We use dollar. So increase in that draw us back a little bit. Increase in fuel, that one disorganized business people, especially that early, but now we are trying to adapt to it, and we are making money. So now, people that start then, I would not lie to you, the business will fold up. Yes, it will fold up. Now you have intention of starting with 1 million naira, and at the end of the day, you slept yesterday and wake up this morning, you later realize the fuel has gone up, and what you are planning to buy 10,000 naira, you have to buy it at the rate of 20,000 naira. So definitely it will reduce your planned profit, because before you go into a business, you have to plan it. This is the adequate profit I will be making. So definitely it will reduce it. After reducing it, even the manpower, people you are going to use or people you are using, some people lay their staffs off. Because for them to start afresh with the new price shakes them a lot. So you that you have job before, you don't no longer have job again. To fuel the business, to buy diesel, it's expensive. To buy the fuel, it's expensive. Most of everything we run in Nigeria is basically on gas. So to that, it affected Nigeria economy a lot. Is now that we are just trying to adjust.
And now we'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll delve deep into some of the challenges and more after the short break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. And if you've just joined us, this is Business Point, and we have been speaking with Mr. Tosi Dede, who is an entrepreneur, and he's been speaking on the challenges of entrepreneurship here in our part of the world. Now, before the break, you were highlighting some of the challenges that are being faced and all that. Now, what is the way forward? Let me ask, what is the way forward for entrepreneurs, especially now that, the economy is biting hard, businesses are folding down? How can we now begin to leverage opportunities, and then
business forward,
move businesses forward?
Oh, thank you for this question. This is what I ask myself every day I wake up. How do I do my business in another dimension? How do I do it in another way around? The way I've been doing it now, let me see how I can strategize to make sure the economy does not bite me, does not affect me. Now, the basic things I would like to tell people is try and find a way of making money in dollars. If you cannot make it in dollar, make huge amount of money in naira. So if you can make 1,000 naira in a day, think of how you can double it. Think of how you can multiply it. If you are making 10,000 naira, think of how you can make profit of 20,000 naira. So before the year runs out, you know you are somewhere. But presently, think of what can fetch you money in dollar. People export goods, people buy shares, so many ways you can diversify. What they call business is what can run when you are not there. What can run as you are seated in the studio here with me. Money should be made for you outside there. So think of what can work for you while you are not there. Think of the business that can run for you while you are not there. That's the major problem of we Nigerians. We think, even if you have a business, if you are not there, you won't make money. It's a job. It's basically job. So, because if you are not there, you can't make money. So, number one thing I would advise us, we should seek on how to make money in dollars, export things, then think of how you can multiply that very money you are making. Multiply it.
Now, we must admit that there are some businesses that are capital intensive.
Yes, very.
Businesses that are capital intensive,
Yeah.
that your pockets and maybe that of your friends and family cannot get you a loan. Now, what are some of the areas where individuals and businesses, small businesses owners can access funding for their businesses?
Oh,
yes,
that's great. When I started then, there was one bank. There are so many ways you can access funds.
Okay.
We have banks, we have micro lending. My mentor in business, she started with this popular, I would not like to mention the name, when you collect 100,000, you use it and pay maybe 120,000 naira. So if you collect that type of money, it will make you stand on your toes to double work yourself. I must pay this thing back before so date. You have principle for everything you are doing. So many lending organizations. We have so many lending organizations in Nigeria. We have banks. We have even the government. We have grants. People are eating the grants up every time. So, but knowledge is the key. When you seek, you will find it. But if you do not seek for it, if you are not thirsty of it, you will not get it. When I'm thirsty of money, when I was like, I need money, that was when I know if I have a current account, then if I have a current account, when I run it very well, I will access fund in bank. So from there, I move closer to my account manager. How can I access huge amount of money? My business is growing now to the extent that 1 million, 2 million can no longer serve my customers. How can I improve myself? She said, very fine. Run this account very well. Before you know, we'll be able to give you money. And if you are running this account, you'll be able to service your loan. But most of us are running from heat. No, I don't want people to be chasing me up and down with calls. I don't want... It's because you have bad intention of collecting the money. If you have a good intention, you will be happy to collect it because you know what you are doing and you have what you want to use it for. Some people will collect loan and use it for clothes. Some people will collect loan and let me, Shade, come and take 10K for shoe. That's the knowledge we give our clients when we want to give them money. Oh, this, we want to give you money, we want to borrow you money. I will not lie to you. I will seminar you, scold you, talk to you. Which type of business are you doing? So if you are not into business, you can't just take money. We have so many organizations, so many firms. Even you can meet your family relatives. Relatives can give you money. When I want to start then, I was like, where do I get this huge amount of money? I bring out my phone, bring out my contacts, I list them out. Who can give me 5,000 naira? Then I borrow it. I will not say give me. So if I borrow, I know I have to pay back. Give me till so time, I will have to pay you back. And if you fulfill it, they will give you more. So...
Fair enough. Now let's look at character before then. Yes, because I know that being an entrepreneur takes a whole lot. It takes a whole lot.
Yes.
I want you to talk about just briefly, because I also want us to look at industries that, you know, gives business owners, industries that we can leverage on now as regards opportunity. If I want to become an entrepreneur now, where do I begin to look forward? Where do I look at? What business do I look into investing in or starting in as regards, you know, opportunities this time? Yes. You know, most people say where there are challenges, where there are difficulties, you see opportunity. Yeah. That's the mindset of an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And now we understand that there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of problems that needs to be solved, and in this, especially in this time and age. But before I ask that, I want us to take a look at the characters and the features. What are those things I must possess as an entrepreneur?
Thank you. As the word character speaks, so it is. Character goes far in business. So before I will state the principle, I would like to bring this scenario in. If a child wants to walk, she walk by, okay, I see my mother walking. She will not start by walking with head. She walk with mentor. Now, if you want to run, running requires principle. If you want to run, hold your hand by your side, you look ahead, do this, do that, so that you don't come at the last position. That's running. Flying. If you want to fly, it's based on instruction. It's not that maybe I like it, I don't like it. No. If you engage this, you will go. If you did not engage it, it will come down. So flying is based on instruction. So I pick that flying as my major target in life. So if you want to fly, you have to base your life on instruction. Now, if you don't have a good character, you cannot do any business. Even at the place of your work, you have to have a good character before you can relate with people.
Now, can we just look at the characters? Like, can we just have a list of these characters? Like, you know, we understand, for example, you have to be hardworking, you have to be sincere to yourself, and, you know, and all that. And then time, because I see that a lot of people, most of the reasons why they struggle with what they struggle, it has to do with time management. And I understand that that is very critical for entrepreneurship. Can we get a list of, you know, some of these?
There is a definition that says time is life. Life is time. That's why they call it lifetime. Now, before you can call yourself an entrepreneur, you must possess principle of you should be able to save.
Okay, saving.
Saving. You should have you should have it in your blood. It's not that someone is advising me. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you should be able to save. Then after saving, you need networking.
Interesting.
Networking means when I have a deal of 1 million, I have someone I can call. I have someone I can place a call through to. Alpha, I'm seeing this offer, which if I should buy this, I'm selling the money, I'm making maybe 1.2 million naira. So I can have it. So if you have good relationship with people, it will take you far. Networking. I call it networking because this life now, basically what we do is networking. Who knows who? Even if you want to get a good job in Nigeria or in Africa, you have to put someone you know before you can forge ahead.
Well
then
said.
hard work is important. Hard work will take you very far. Some people are monitoring you. Some people are seeing you as you are struggling. Some people are seeing you. Before you know, on that hard work you are doing, you will get your business in jail. Guy, this thing you are doing, I can help you out. What do you need to survive in this business? Is money. And they will have it.
Well said. Now let's just take a look at the industries where we should pay particular attention to now, especially now.
Right.
We now begin to look at the textile industry.
Okay.
Just tell us some of these industries that would offer most potential for entrepreneurs in Nigeria.
The reason why I take a little breath down is this. We can only trust who we see most times these days.
Okay.
Now, if you have fund that you want to invest, we have so many places where we can invest. There is bank there, you can buy shares. People do buy then, but I don't know what happened now, why they don't buy. For me, I still do. And this money of a thing, this dollar of a thing that is going up, sometimes I went to Wuse, I bought, okay, give me 200,000 naira home. I kept it in the bank. So now, the dollar is now 1,400 naira. So if I'm to sell, I will make profit on what I've kept. So there are so many places you can invest online, but I would not advise you to invest in what you did not see. Look at a very strong guy around you that his business is running, is living very fine. He will not be using your money for other things. The business is going. Invest, move closer to the person, invest with the person. So when you invest with the person, Alpha, what is happening? This. There is always a memorandum of understanding whereby you can sign, it will sign. At the end of the month, you'll be taking so amount of money of percentage on your capital, which is called maybe dividend or remuneration. So the dividend can be in 3 months. It can be giving you every month. It can be giving you 3 months time. It can be maybe at the end of the year. So you can invest with such type of person that you understand very well. If you don't understand, know someone that knows him. Know someone that knows the business. And if you are interested in starting the business, move closer to the person. The person will put you through.
Well, now, can we look at the contributions of entrepreneurship now, outside of characters, talking about those attributes that are personal to the entrepreneur. Okay. Now let's now look at the larger picture, the contributions. How immense are the contributions of an entrepreneur or entrepreneurship to Nigeria's economy and GDP? And then it would be fair to give me examples of businesses that are boosting Nigeria's GDP.
Oh, that's good. I will not mention the bigger ones because everybody knows.
No, it's fine. Any business that is currently contributing to Nigeria's GDP.
Yeah, very, very, very well. We know Dangote is doing a tremendous work in Nigeria. We have how many staffs working under him, how many trailers, how many drivers, how many motorboy. Business is how much people can you employ, how much people can you serve. Now, as he has employed so many people like that, they will be able to feed well, do their family, do their daily living. It's in a way reducing burden on the government. It's in a way reducing workload on the community, the society at large. Because now those people that are meant to be outside there wandering about, stealing, they are somewhere working. They don't need to think of stealing. So definitely it will help the economy. It will help the community. You have rest of mind when you lay your head at rest at night. And now, if you are an entrepreneur, think of how can you employ people? How can people work for you? So, and this has been happening. We have so many, even filling stations, banks. We have so many staffs under them. We have so many branches in Nigeria. I will not make mention of any bank because I've worked with one before. I was like, how many staffs do we have in this bank? And they are paying so amount of money to each and every staff. So by that, they have reduced the burden on the government. I don't need to seek for government work. I don't need to go and pay 1 million naira to lobby for government organization or work. And very well, this thing you are doing also, the organization of this company has tried also to reduce burden on the government. Everybody cannot work in at the secretariat. It will be crowded, it will be filled up. So personal businesses, private businesses are also helping the government in a big way. Because even some churches are also helping, some mosques are also helping. They employ, even schools, they employ, private schools, they employ. Government cannot do everything. If you are saying university, government has university, private organizations has university, states has universities, all of them are jam-packed. All of them are filled up with students. So definitely, the government cannot do everything. It will fall back on the private organization. And as far as I'm concerned, private organizations have been pushing this Nigeria ahead, pertaining to me. Private organization, but the government gave them the leverage, the hand to leverage on maybe the tax rate will be a little bit lesser instead of killing them up with tax. There was Donald Trump book that I read. He said before you start a business, look at where you can cut tax. So if you cannot cut tax, don't start that business. But that basically works outside Nigeria. But here, you also pay tax. All the charges you are running in your account, this one is this one is this. By one way or the other, if you have registered your account or your CAC, all the necessary documents you're supposed to have, directly, indirectly, you are paying tax. So, and it's helping the government at least to fix the road, to fix the lights, police salary, military salary, it will be coming from there.
Okay, so to take us back a bit now, this tax, in as much as we understand that the tax is helping the government, taxation for small businesses. Now for small businesses, how is this tax affecting? Because I know that sometimes unfavorable policies and then taxation is biting hard on small businesses and entrepreneurs as a whole. What is the way forward, and how much, or you could just let us in a bit, maybe from your own end as an entrepreneur, how has this taxation, is it fair on you, how is it affecting businesses?
Presently, it's not too hard, it's what we can bear. There was one of my former boss that said the tax they are removing in my corporate account is far beyond what I'm expecting. Can we diversify to another account? You know, I was like, what can make this man think this way? Despite the fact the thing is affecting him a little bit. But for little, is a big business anyway. For little organization, little businesses, you know, the tax is not really much on us. When you have a shop, there is this maybe FCDA, or they will come with receipts, I think 5,000 naira in a year. And some, I think they have increased it now. I think it's 20,000 naira in a year. So if you will be making profit in Nigeria, living in Nigeria, enjoying what Nigerians are enjoying, it's not bad to pay that 20,000 naira in a year. So it's not too, it's fair enough for now. It's fair enough for now. For someone that knows what he's doing, and you can forge ahead in your businesses and in life.
Many thanks, Mr. Tolu. You've spoken
So
very well about entrepreneurship from your end, and it's a pleasure having you on the program. We hope to see you some other time on the program.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, if you've just joined us, we've been speaking with Tolu Shedende, who is an entrepreneur, and he's been speaking about the challenges and the state of entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Now, entrepreneurship in Nigeria holds immense potential to drive economic growth, job creation, and wealth distribution despite facing challenges. Nigerian entrepreneurs are resilient and resourceful, you must admit. They're leveraging opportunities in a rapidly evolving business landscape. Now, the government's support and commitment to creating an enabling environment will play a crucial role in harnessing the full potential of entrepreneurship, leading to a sustainable and thriving Nigerian economy by nurturing, very importantly, and empowering entrepreneurs. Nigeria can unlock its true potential and emerge as a leading entrepreneurial hub within Africa and beyond. And that's it on Business Points today. Many thanks for watching. I am Queen Agaba. See you again.